Morning. Welcome to Satisfactory. Alright, we were trying to get this working. This is the modified, the alternate recipe for the iron ingots, and I think I set them up properly, didn't I? I think so. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember what I was doing last week. Alright. So, I think the biggest issue that I ended up having was how I was wanting the factory to be laid out, but oops. Okay. If it seems like I'm moving funny in the game, it's because I think my keyboard is starting to die because I don't have the ability to turn right anymore. Because that has died. Which is causing me a bit of an issue, because I really want to be able to turn right. I never realized how much I like turning right until I can't turn right. Okay, so this is disappearing. And though I've got a ladder out there. Well, you know what I could do? That. And then that. We'll do that for now. I don't know how that looks, but I think I've mentioned it in other videos, but I'm more functional over aesthetics. I'm trying to stretch myself a little bit, but doesn't always work out that way. One. I mean, even when you know you can't turn right, you still end up wanting to turn right. So if anybody knows of a better left-handed keyboard or gaming keypad, I don't know what to call it, but because no, that's ow. Yep, can't turn right. I am probably going to fall to my death many times because I am too used to just turning and being able to change my direction and therefore save my life. Okay. Now, I believe this was based on $720 line coming in, right? So let's get that hooked up. we'll figure out the power somehow. Whoops. Nope. No idea whether that worked or not. Nope. Right. I can't return right. Now that's close enough. Okay. I haven't ordered a new keypad yet. I'm gonna be busy on Sunday and away from the house, so I have to reorder. I have to order a new one, but all of my stuff is so old that it's all falling apart. I mean, it's had a good life. I've used it like every day for like I don't know. It's like 4 or 5 years. And I use it more than most people probably do. Because I even use it for ow. I use it for all my applications. Anything that I don't actually need a full-size keyboard for. I think that should work. Like that. That time I did it on purpose. Huh. That's interesting. Very interesting. Oh, right, because I did the... Sorry, I'm explaining myself. This door is in the middle, and these are half blocks. So, putting this in the middle like this makes it so that it's now a quarter block off. Okay. I have no idea where that came through. At least I've got my coffee. I don't think... Oh, wow, it did come through all the way up here. What was this gonna be? Iron production. For what? This is screws. This was plate. Oh, was I gonna do a... No. Because if this is plate and this was screws, I wouldn't need plate for... I wouldn't need iron for... that stuff. I was gonna do this as the... I was. This was the floor that I was gonna do the... Or was I? I have no idea. I honestly... It's been so long since I did that, and I've changed my plans so much that I have no idea anymore. Oh, I need... Alright, here. That should be good enough. I'm debating on pulling up all of this stuff and replacing it all. Well, I shouldn't need any of this, right? If I'm gonna end up replacing that process and changing it into alternate recipes, there's no need for me to do any of this. Because I can just pipe in the finished iron ingots and be done with it. And I don't need that, and I don't need that. Same with this, but even with that, I'm gonna have issues in that this setup that I've got is too small for the steel plate and the rods here for the amount of iron that I'm gonna end up producing here. Well, I still need to figure out the water situation. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do this. That, and this, like, oh, whoops. I need some more beams. Industrial beams. Alright. I should be able to get some if I go down here. Oh, not here. Not here. Over here. In my temporary, that seems to be more permanent setup. I'd like to get this setup done. The iron finally figured out, because that's gonna be a big thing towards all the other processes that I have. Sorry. I have those power. Oh, I was relying on this stuff being powered in order to have that powered. The power is coming from that direction. Oh. Well, we're gonna have to change that. So we're gonna have to rerun the power lines. Because the power lines have to come from this direction, not that one. Why don't I have power coming along there? What was this one? Is it not even running anyways? Oh, I think this was gonna be my... I think I was running a separate line for... Yeah, I think I was running a separate line for the, awesome sinks. Yep. I was running 3 separate lines up here to separate out the processes, so that way I could shut off any power drains that were going to cause an issue. So I had all the awesome sinks on this one. The factory productions would be on this one, and I don't remember what this one was going to be for. I think originally I planned it on that, but I separated that out even further by doing this. So this is only the hypertube hub, and the hypertubes are powered all the way up. Or are they? Because it's going off in this direction, but it's not going up. I don't think I've hooked that up properly. I've got to check it out. How am I powering? It's coming down, not up. So where is that getting its power from? Oh, probably could use the, you know, hypertube that's right here. Okay, so that's coming from down. And that's going down. Okay. Don't get it. That keeps going up. Oh, okay. So where is the power coming from? I mean, the power's got to come from somewhere, right? I don't get it. It looks like it's not connected to anything. But it has to be, because how is it powered? I thought maybe they'd be like power from the back or something. Or even like that's a double wall. Oh, am I running it through the back of the wall through this? I am. Oh, there it is. Okay. That doesn't solve my issue, though. How is this getting power? Because at no time have I seen that being connected to the main power grid. I don't get it. Even though Even if this was plugged in, right there, because, I'm an idiot. Oh man, right there, this one right here, because it's right there. Okay, so false alarm. Off on a tangent, and it's not even a useful tangent because no reason. Okay, we need to get the iron ingots in here. And I think the only thing that I'm going to be able to do today is just get the iron ore in here, which I don't know how I'm going to do that. Why am I doing it from this end? When my iron ore I just had another thought, which, you know, kind of delays this if I end up following through on this. I've got this building here as a central hub. So it's gonna be like a tower that goes all the way up. But I don't have enough room here to put in these alternate recipes. So I was planning on making a separate building for the alternate recipes. So far, correct. But if I'm converting all the ores to ingots in this new building, why do I need to send the ores over to here, up here, then over to here, when I can just bring them here? Bring all the ores into here, and then feed the ingots into there. Does that make better sense? Okay, I have changed my plans, and I mean, that's usual for me. Because I don't really plan things out. I have a basic idea of what I want, and then just kind of wing it. Planning... Calling it a plan is probably a bit too much. I have an inkling of what I'm planning on doing, and most of the time. Sometimes I have no idea what I'm doing. Actually, no, that's pretty much most of the time. Most of the time I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. I was kind of wanting to get rid of this anyways, because I didn't like the layout that I had. I like the design that I had for the outer building, but I designed it after everything else, so now it doesn't work. Or the layout doesn't work for the factory layout doesn't work for the building outer layout that I had set up. So I think what I'm gonna do is rethink this whole strategy that I'm doing and actually plan things out for once. Because if I'm gonna end up doing an all-out everything gets processed kind of thing, I'm gonna have to make sure that I have enough space for all of this. Because last thing I want to do is set everything up and then find out that, oh hey, yeah, this 300 buildings that I was planning on doing, yeah, you don't have room for that. But that's not the first time that I've done that, because I basically did that with my original factory, because I got to the point where I'm like, well, that doesn't work anymore. And then tore it all apart. I like the design of it, but it just doesn't fit right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it up, because at this point I'm not out very much, because I haven't really done a lot of work on it. If I was farther along, I'd probably say, well, screw it, I'll just work with what I've got, but I haven't gone very far. In fact, I haven't hooked up water. I haven't done anything like that. So I think at this stage, if I can sit back, plan this out properly, and actually, like, do the math on it, so to speak. And not fault my death. That would be great. So what I'm thinking is taking this layout concept and actually sitting down and building it as a building on its own. So not just like something that kind of works but not really. Actually having the whole building mapped out with runs of line, like, and start from the ground up and combine both, because as well as I get more and more stuff in here, I'm gonna have issues where, well, for one thing, there's not very much, well, there's a fair amount of ores in this area, but it's not gonna be enough to do absolutely everything that we plan on doing. So at some point in time, we're gonna have to rethink the stuff that we're doing, because otherwise we won't have space to do it, because I need trains to come in here from other areas, because a lot of it, well, number one, I don't have any aluminum here. So number one, whatever I do for aluminum is gonna have to come from somewhere. This is gonna hurt. Please don't die. Oh, that was close. That was really close. So I need this to be high enough that it's gonna clear all of this stuff. Which, I mean, but it needs to come down in one section. It's gonna be coming. Stuff was gonna come from this direction. Because I can't go over there. I need water. Right? We got tons of water coming from over there. Or tons of water that can come from over there. And tons of water that's coming from here. So... would it not make more sense so I've got two options available to me. I guess technically three. So one is build a processing plant that processes ores. Take all the ores that we have on this map, as well as every other map, and send it over to there on the coast. Because virtually unlimited water here. Like I can make so many water generators here. The problem with that is that I have to take everything. So if I do a centralized idea, not just here, I'd have to take absolutely everything from all over the map over to here. And then back over to here. Which is a lot of effort for very little gain. But I also have this area here, which is also lots of water. Which I'm already doing that for, well, I mean, it's not lots of water. I'm doing that for the power plant. I'm wondering whether I have to rethink my whole strategy anyways, because if I am concentrating fully on the alternate recipes and utilizing them to the greatest degree, then having water is going to be critical. Because the other alternative is, or one of the other alternatives is that I just take all the water and pipe it over to here. Which that in itself ends up adding additional issues. Which I don't know whether I want to do that. Yeah, I have a bit of a problem in not being able to make decisions. Because the other alternative is that, because I can either make stuff where the water is and take that made stuff and bring it over here. The issue that I have is twofold. One is, number one, it's going to be a lot of work, because I'm going to have to pipe stuff to it and then back. because I still want to keep the main base, the mega base, all together as much as possible. The other side of it is if I'm dealing with if I keep the centralized here and bring all the ores here and then process them, I'm gonna need a lot of water, and I'm gonna have to deal with a lot of pumps because I'm gonna have to bring all of that up over elevation and then bring it over to here, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but at the same time it's a lot of work, it's a lot of extra power, because each of those pumps requires a decent amount of power. But you know what I could do? So what if I made a water plant up here? Because that's the critical part, right? So let's say that I centralize the production all to this area. So I bring in all the ores. It's not just the ores that need water. Because, for one thing, iron plate, oh. Did I not? Oh, no, I'm thinking, where is it? Copper sheets. Copper sheets. Copper sheets, the alternate recipe that actually makes it better. So this is 2 ingots to 1. This, adding a little bit of water, means a 1-to-1 ratio for ingots to copper. And there are additional ones like this. This is 5-to-3. This is a 9-to-7. So it's a better ratio for rock quartz to quartz crystal. So what other? Yeah, so we've got this. We've got even the copper ingot one. So a lot of these recipes need water. There's so many recipes that putting a little bit of water to it ends up expanding it. So I would rather get the water over here and process it, because it's not just the ingots that's gonna be the thing. So what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna need to have a way of getting water to here, and if I don't have to have pumps here, and I only have to have pumps in one spot, and let gravity take care of everything else, that would be ideal. So what I'm thinking is, if I use the fact that this area here is basically if not the highest, very up there as far as elevation is concerned. I don't need to have pumps going all the way up a giant tower. I just have to have that coming down. Theoretically. And what I would do is this would be, because obviously there's not much water that's in this area here. There is a spot to set up some water, which is great. So I can do some collection there, and there's not any processing that needs to be done with the water. What I'm thinking though is I can, well, not these ones, but wonder if it's this. Yeah, so alternate fluid transport. Once we unlock that, I have that industrial fluid buffer. It's a larger version of the liquid container. So what I'm thinking is that I have tons of those sat there and fill it all up and have that be a buffer zone for making sure that the factory always has water. You know, kind of like how factories would end up having the a water tower somewhere located, or even like apartment buildings in for places that like New York where they have tons of sky rises. The apartment buildings will end up having their own water reservoir to make sure that the building always has an adequate amount of water pressure. So kind of like that, I think. I only need 15 more of these, right? What do I need for 15 more of these? Okay, I've got 6 more. Means I need 9 more. What am I missing? Screws? I have screws being made. Why am I making screws? I have screws being made in this factory. I'm not actually piping them anywhere, but I have screws being made. I was just looking at it. it's feeding into another production, but I have screws being made. How many screws do I need for 9 more of these? I need 900 total. Oh, but that's only that, right? That's... I need them for this. I need 5 times 9, so 45 of these. The modular frames. Oh, I just need reinforced plate in that, so... $700. $800. I've got a few extra, it's perfectly fine. There, 900. I don't have enough modular frames, which is fine. Sorry, I was hoping I could have a decent day of getting lots of stuff done, but I don't think I can. For one thing, the ability to turn right is an issue. There, I need to go here. I really need to be able to turn right. And just... I think, well, based on what I have just been thinking through, I need to rethink some of the strategy that I'm using, because it's not gonna work the way that I originally planned. Or at least it would for a while. But if I want to expand for any reason whatsoever, I'm gonna have issues. So since I now have the alternate recipes available, let's use that to my advantage and build exactly what we need from the ore, not just build whatever. I'm not saying redo everything that we've already done, but at the very least rethink some of the strategies that we've got, because they're not going to work, at least within the framework that I originally planned. So we'll just, as much as it's going to be a boring episode, and nobody's really watching anyway, so it really doesn't matter one way or another. I am just going to do a manual build stuff episode this time, because I really think that I can't use my original strategy. And I think at this stage, as much as it was cheating to, well, it's cheat-y, it's not. How you play the game is not necessarily cheating, as long as it's within your own rules. If you're the only one that's accountable, doesn't matter how you play the game. There's a guy on YouTube who plays Genshin Impact. My sister absolutely loves watching his videos because I can't remember his name, but he plays by exploiting the game in ways that you wouldn't like. He plays like a software, like a game tester. He doesn't actually play normally. But and that's how he enjoys playing the game. Like, it's... And people enjoy him watching him play it that way. So, like, there's nothing wrong with...
Milestone reached. Fluids can now be packaged to allow for transportation via vehicle and conveyor belts. Additionally, highly improved biofuel can now be produced.
But yeah, however way that you play the game, then you enjoy the game, is up to you. As long as you're playing within the rules that you set for yourself. If there's no other rules, there's absolutely no point in restricting you to the rules that the game has set. I mean, it's the same as like other stuff. Like if you enjoy tearing apart computers and rebuilding them and doing that, it doesn't really matter. If you're tearing apart other people's computers, that's a whole different story. Alright, well, I've got that available now, which is absolutely awesome. I am going to change this because we've got... I don't know where that ends up being. Organization. I'm switching to this because same as this, once I have this, there's no point in having this. Once I have this, there's no point in having this. So next is, okay, so the refinery switches to packager, so, and I need rubber for the packager. So that works. All right. I'm gonna adjust this. So where's there? This is definitely shenanigans. Central water collection point on mountain. Okay. And then this is we'll do this. Refineries. Where's the refinery? Okay, so I think that's gonna be good. And I'm gonna take a quick break, but I think the rest of this episode is gonna be a planning episode, not an actual doing rest episode, which is unfortunate, but it has to be done. Like, we have to plan this out, because I don't think that this is going to end up working any other way. In fact, a lot of this planning is probably not going to be very useful on screen. So I might call it for today. and plan it all out, and then come back, explain what I was gonna do, and then go from there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It's a bit of a odd one, but at any rate, if you like the video, please like, subscribe if you want to stay up to date on the content. Definitely subscribe if you want to join in on the streams. If you subscribe, you should get notifications on when my streams start, and you can jump on and contribute to the stream. But otherwise, I hope that you have a great rest of your day. I will see